Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We're filming a video about the Blue Jays today for our past clients. We're running a contest, so that's why I'm dressed like this. And it also shows when I have a hat on how disproportionately huge my head is. Like I'm like a walking Pez dispenser. So anyway, I've gotten over my shame for that, and now it's time to get to 17 listings coming off the weekend. So let's get started.
It's a virtual planetoid. Has its own weather system.
I can't think of the last time that I saw even a townhouse listed for $299. We have a detached bungalow here on Commercial. I saw it a few years ago. It's a little bit of an interesting home. There's like a staircase up here. It's a rickety old staircase. And then it goes up to this loft that's, probably good for a 5-year-old. Anyway, 2-bedroom, 1 washroom. It's nothing fancy inside, as you'd expect for this kind of price. Now, 66 by 94 foot lot is a lot bigger than you'd find in the new area. It's basically 2 townhouse lots, or more, maybe 3. Development would be very difficult. And the reason why is because you're right in the floodplain. So here's Commercial Street. Here's Main Street, and so you're right in this floodplain. I believe the house is right there, and so this thatched area is all floodplain. There's also a proposal over at 175 Main, right around here, and they're proposing a high-rise building there, and so redeveloping the land. 175main.com. I could see challenges for both of these. Now, these properties that exist there are grandfathered. Much of Main Street is grandfathered in, but it's very difficult to redevelop. You're fighting with conservation on this stuff. So most of downtown Milton is built on a floodplain. And so if there was ever a time where the water levels rose up, some of these areas would be underwater. This one would be underwater. And so you want to check. I would definitely put a condition on insurance before I ever proceeded with buying something like this. Surprised to see Nadlin Heights back. $475 is the price. I thought it was sold already. 3-bedroom, 3 washroom, nice size, 15 square feet. We have seen a few of this style 3-story homes this size, and not even, in my opinion, as nice, selling for around this kind of price range. So I think they'll do pretty well. I like the his and hers closets. The glass shower's good, and it's a nice looking home. Now, there's $133 a month in extra fees too, so that tends not to change the price. But what that means is it's almost like you're paying $30,000 more for something like this because of those extra fees. If you looked at how much a payment would be on a mortgage at $133 a month, how much would that translate to in upfront money? So June 29th is the possession. Whenever we see a date like this, we know that it's important for the seller. Davis Lane, a front back house. I haven't used that term in a while, but we used to love talking about front back houses in Daily Homes. So you essentially have this door here on the Davis Lane side. And then if we go through the house, there's another door on the back that goes to the backyard. It would have been nice to do a stainless steel dishwasher. There's some decluttering that would have helped this house. But it's a decent size, I would say. I wouldn't say like good. Like I think this one's maybe between 1,500 and 2,000 square feet. That's the back there. So you back onto Main Street, you've got those big trucks running along Main Street. It's loud, so having a barbecue or something like that, I don't know if it's ideal. I think there's better options for $499, but you are getting a semi, and semis usually now are up in the 5s. Tough location, but anything in this Dempsey neighborhood is a good walking location to the Center for the Arts, the library, the GO train you could walk to from here. So there are some locational benefits, but it's loud. 939 Scott Boulevard, $630 is the price. And so we've got a Honeydale corner, about 1,700 plus square feet. I don't know what that means. I don't know if the house is there. It kind of looks like it's there, but that's the problem with doing drones is you have to tell a story with the drone. That red flooring is a tough sell. It's not particularly hard to fix. You're about $5 a square foot for hardwood, plus maybe about $2 to install it. Not a lot going on here in terms of pictures. Now they do have a little basement suite here. I would have put a fridge in. I think the value of putting a fridge in and showing that it's finished is a big benefit. Flooring down here is much better than upstairs. And here's the thing. One of the main selling features here is the fact that it renovated basement with separate entrance and potential income. Be very, very careful on something like this. I'll put an article down below, but here, Annette, if you can zoom into this. Town of Milton, requirements to allow legal basements in Milton. So zoning bylaw, single detached houses only would have basement apartments. Only one basement apartment unit. Maximum size is 700 square feet. There must be one parking space per basement apartment unit. Now, if you go back to the listing, there's inadequate parking and it's not detached. Full municipal and wastewater services. So no legal suites in the country. And now it talks here about Bill 140 and changes to the Planning Act. So Milton is an urban growth center, and so what the province has said is that you guys, and when I say you guys, meaning all the municipalities in Ontario, now need to adjust their strategy to accommodate the amount of growth that's coming in. So you may start to see these rules adjust in the future. For now, it's not technically a legal basement apartment. Now, do people rent apartments that aren't, legal? Yeah, it happens all the time, but you just got to be careful, because if there was ever a situation where there was a fire, someone died, someone got injured, it's tough to, you're in a tough position as a landlord. 815, Stark Circle is 5099, and so if you look at the front picture, you go, oh great, it's the corner house. Actually, no, it's not. It's that house. I don't know what that was about, but anyhow, it's a croft side. It's 1360 square feet, hardwood on diagonal, and it's a good floor plan. We just saw one of these without a finished basement. This one also does not have a finished basement. That just sold for $541. Now this one's at $509. Immediately, my gut reaction is jump on this one because the prices just went up, and there's a new game. And it all kind of steamrolls and dominoes. I mean, we just sold a home about 100 square feet smaller than this with one bathroom, and we smashed the record up at 5. So now that's pushed the bar up. And so you can see what happens is the lower price ranges tend to push up and up and up. And so you start to see that effect trickle down through the higher price ranges. Now, traditionally what's happened is the bottom range has gone up faster than the top range, and so we've ended up with this squeeze effect where single garages and double garages are like 10,000 apart. We've seen that in the past, but what's interesting about 2016, it's so different than any other year, is that we have now had the upper range has really cranked up, and so you'll see 1.1 million on Peregrine. That stuff is selling, and before it was very difficult to sell a home over $1 million. So that's been the biggest thing, and I think it's been fueled by the rapid growth and equity people have had. But it was not easy to sell. It's still not easy to sell $1 million house in Milton, but they're selling a lot more than they ever have before. Now we're going to get to my favorite home in the list, and probably one of my easily top 5 homes of the year on 15 Sideroad. It's not too far from town. You're in a great school district. So here's the house, and then you have this little bunkie back here that's probably nicer than a lot of people's houses. So inside, I just love the charm. The finishes look great. You can tell it's extremely well built. That's your home theater there, although I think the TV should be bigger, but you've got your built-in speakers in the walls, exercise area up in the loft here. That's a bedroom, believe it or not. So bedroom and then if you look back here, you've got a bit of an office and a closet. That's your closet. That's where you can put your clothes. bathroom over here. It's just cool. There's your shower in the ensuite. Basement looks great. So then you get out, and that's your bunkie right there. That's your extra house. It's pretty nice. There's your loft upstairs in the second house. So for someone who has like a home office, you have like an accounting business or something like that, this home could be amazing to run your business. Obviously, you want to check the zoning and make sure that it complies, but you've got a pond in the back, the pool, even the little pool house here. Look how cool that is with the little bar. I mean, it's just, it's amazing when these trees fill in. I mean, it's just going to be something special. I think this is, wow, this home is incredible. I mean, there's usually some nice things in homes in this range, but I just find this whole package together, the style, the windows, the way the rooms are set up, it's beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you again tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes, and I will dress up a little nicer, and I'll get rid of this hat because the head is not good. Go Jays.
And it's gonna burn you.